If you're going scuba diving at night or in low visibility conditions, you're going to need a light. Lights help make sure you can see your dive buddy as well as them being able to see and find you. In dark or low visibility conditions, you can become invisible just feet away. In those conditions, we use lights as a way to communicate, like circles with the light, flashing lines, pointing in different directions with the light. We might also get close enough to each other to where we might shine the light on our hands and do additional signs, which would otherwise be too dark to see.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. So Orcatorch gave me this light to review. It's the Orcatorch D550 light. I've already opened it up and I actually have dove with it already. It comes with a mount for your hand. So this can feed through. There's a spot in the back here that you can attach something like this little lanyard. This can go on your right or left hand. It also comes with 2 batteries, a charger, some three spare O-rings, and a little bit of documentation. So it's really simple operation. One touch on the bottom. So on, low beam, like on goes high beam, off. So, but what you can do also is just long press it and it turns into a flashing strobe. And same thing with low beam. I did want to compare it to a couple other lights that I have here. This is a UK Mini Q40 and well, this uses 4 AA batteries and I can't remember the last time I put those, replaced those, but it's definitely not as bright. It's close to, I think this one is still brighter. Put them on the wall behind me. Maybe you can see that. The Orcatorch is in low beam now. So that's definitely brighter. But one thing I didn't like about this is the button on the back. If this gets a little bit of sand in it, it sticks. And either sticks on or doesn't turn on real easily. So I haven't used this light all that much. This is a Genwiss. This is also 1000 watt. And this was a light that I started with and it works pretty good. It's got a magnetic switch here, which has an SOS, a slow flash, low beam, middle, and high beam. And this worked pretty well for me for a long time. I did ruin one of them because I didn't realize that an O-ring had popped on the back here. So one thing on all these lights is make sure you're greasing the O-rings, inspect them, grease them. So this is very similar, but one thing I've noticed is that when I'm diving with this, and maybe I have my camera in one hand, camera tray, and I just want to get this light out, with my gloves, it's actually kind of difficult to rotate this. It's easy to do right here, but trying to get this, it's not as easy as just the button on the back and cycling through that how you want it. So the other light I have is a Genwiss, and this is a 2000 lumen light, and it's just an on-off. But when I'm looking at the power, I don't know if this one has just faded over time, but I'll turn it on behind me here. The Orcatorch is just as bright. It's actually brighter. Another thing with this is a magnetic switch, and it has been sort of wearing out. A lot of my dives, I get out and it just stays on. The switch just kind of falls down if it's dangling like this. But it's been a great light. These use the same batteries. I definitely am liking this one a bit more. The beam quality, the strength of the beam when you see this as a pointing light, it's much stronger. The operation is real simple. I'm very happy with this Orcatorch light, and I'm really happy that Orcatorch reached out and gave me the opportunity to review it, make some content on it, and so thank you. If you're looking for a dive light to get started, whether it's night diving or like me diving around Puget Sound or wherever it's you're at. If it's low visibility, dive light is very, very good to have. I maybe even would say necessary for areas like the Puget Sound here, when visibility isn't the greatest. So check this out. I think you'd be happy with this as a entry-level dive light or backup light. Great to have.
What's going on, ADD land?
Jeremy, Diana,
Hi, Casey.
Casey, Mike. Any gear you want to show off?
Well, night diving in the Northwest. The Powerhouse CX2 and a backup light, a little bit less powerful, and then just for good measure, always another one down here in the leg pocket too, so I can loan one to a buddy.
I have a backup right here. I got a primary right here.
Got the big blue.
My
Nice.
primary.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of my backup.
I use Orcatorches. Used it for years.
Casey,
Yes.
what?
I got
So I was just hearing that you're one of the newer divers. How many dives do you have?
my 8th dive.
The 8th dive, awesome. And what are you bringing out for your light?
I have 2 Orcatorches. I just got a couple of new great things from Underwater Sports on sale too to add to it. So it's been really exciting trying everything out.
Awesome. Have a great dive, guys.
Right on.
Okay.
So if you're into scuba diving, I'm definitely into scuba diving as well, and using these dive lights. So this is my camera tray. I normally am filming with a GoPro Hero 10, and I have these Trustfire DF30 lights, which I think the DF30s have been replaced with something different. If you like dive videos, please check out my other content and like and subscribe. You'll see more. I like doing reviews on different products and things like that as well. So I'll try to share some of that with you. I also use the Backscatter Flip 10 with my Macromate Mini. I haven't been using the filters. I've got all the filters, but after getting more used to the filters and adjusting the colors in post-editing, I haven't felt like I've needed to use the filters so much. But the biggest part is that I'm using these lights. And with these video lights, I've got a really wide angle on this one, narrow beam, but this is still like a much softer ones to stay away from beam. So like you can see, I'll just point this behind. There's a lot less of a hot spot. And one thing, if you're trying to videotape with lights, you want to have a soft light with a wide angle. This might work for something far away, but most anything, you're just going to have a hot spot. You're really not going to see anything if you're using this to try to get your video. But again, with these lights, I think these are pretty cool where they have a black light, red light. Don't use those features all that often. With this tray, this is a chute tray, got off of Amazon, Kraken clamps, whatever kind of clamps you call these. I did buy I bought the tray off Amazon, these lights off Amazon. I did buy these at a local dive shop because the ones that I got off of Amazon were horrible. I'll put a link in the comments. But the Kraken clamps, I'm really happy with these. The other ones didn't even last 10 dives, and I rinse all my gear very thoroughly after every dive. These have lasted probably 100 dives versus those other ones didn't even last 10, and doing the same kind of maintenance on them. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and please hit like, subscribe, and if there's anything else I can answer or make, maybe I'll make another video for you, so leave some comments. Thank you. Thanks for watching.